welcome to another episode of
Dad Andrew's Garage.
Hey folks, welcome to a brand new year of Dad Andrew's Garage. So happy new year. Andrew's sister here is helping out, Leah. Happy new year, Leah.
Happy New Year to you too, Dad. And Happy New Year to all of you wonderful supporters of the channel.
Right on. Leah knows how to work the old camera. So anyways, folks, we're starting with something new this year. We traveled all the way back to jolly old Camelot. And as you can see, there's a dragon problem. And we also have on the slab here a Johnny Lightning Dragon Wagon. It's one of the Tom Daniel hot rods. They made a number of these. But as you can sort of see, it's missing the cage on the back, but it still has the dragon. What do you think of the car, Leah?
Well, it's showing signs of a little bit of wear and tear. The paint is chipped, and of course, as you noted earlier, there is no cage. But I think it's best not to let this opening segment drag on, and we should probably get into the build.
Right on, absolutely. What we're going to do with this is merge it up and turn it from a dragon wagon into a dragon bus. And I have this right here. There we go. This is an omnibus, and what we're going to do is try and merge the dragon wagon with the omnibus and make the dragon bus. So what do you say we get started on that, Leah?
I think that's a wonderful idea.
Right on, folks. Here it is. Okay, folks, and here it is, back up on the slab, the Dragon Wagon by Tom Daniels, a Johnny Lightning special here. And we also have Andrew back with us. Happy New Year, Andrew.
Happy New Year to you too, Dad.
Right on. So, yeah, the Dragon Wagon is a cool car. One of these great vehicles that was designed in the 60s. I love all these hot rods. And so what we're going to do is, of course, try and give this a little bit of a makeover. The old cage that sort of surrounded the dragon is missing when I found this in the Dragon Wagon in the flea market. But hey, I think I'm going to try and repurpose the omnibus that's behind. What do you think of this car there, son?
Well, I think it looks pretty interesting. I think it looks pretty cool.
Right on. What do you think of that dragon?
I think it looks very green.
It is a green dragon. I don't know. Maybe we'll paint it, make it look a little more like a dragon. Anyway, this is the car that we're going to sort of turn into a semi to try and pull this wagon. I know the car right now, as we mentioned earlier, is very play-worn, but neatly enough, like I said, the wheels are in great nick. So, tell you what, let's take a look at that omnibus next.
Let's do it.
All right, folks, and here it is, the omnibus. It's a Lido vehicle made in England and part of the Days Gone series. And it's pretty cool here with its two horses pulling it and its double-decker look, which probably inspired the current double-decker buses of today. What do you think of this thing, son?
I think it looks really cool. I like how the horses on it are on the front. Like, it's a really interesting design they got.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's got the nice wagon wheels, so... maybe a bit of a double-edged sword here. I like the way it looks, but I also want to sort of repurpose this and give it kind of the hot rod look. As you can see, it's kind of a neat model. But yeah, I think that it lends itself to a refurbishment to make it into more of a hot rod. What do you think?
This sounds like a really good idea.
All right, folks. Well, here it is. Here we are, folks, the Dragon Wagon. And I gotta say, very cool, but this was one finicky little thing to take apart. So I've drilled it apart and all the posts and legs. So we'll take this apart to see what's in it. And yeah, we'll see. You'll notice underneath, we'll tell you what, I'll start taking it apart first because a lot of it's loose. So here we go, our little bucket cab. And burp, the engine came off, as you can sort of see, one-piece construction with this engine and grill, right? And that sort of hooked into a little sort of thing here at the bottom that I had to, that was the only sort of rivet that kept it in. And there we are. So here it is, the cab, and we had a windshield. Well, first, though, we'll take out the seats, which are finicky as well. Let's get that going. There we go. So you can see, here's a little seat section. Not too bad. They're kind of funky looking bucket seats with a lot of, what do we got here? Yeah, quilted lining. Sort of see that. Let's get some light on the subject. There we go. Yeah, so interesting. And this cool sort of round windshield, kind of like, you know, I guess an old truck or an old car would have. I believe the old Stutz Bearcat had something like this. So, yeah. So, there it is. And sadly, it was on an L shape, but it was so old and glued in, as you could sort of see, that it broke the bottom. So, I'm going to have to find a way to keep this moored inside when I put it together. But I don't think there'll be a problem there because this thing fits kind of tightly. So, here we have the seat, the windshield, and the motor. And now this part here, the dragon and the base, and he comes out. So you can see that, right? And at the bottom of this, not only was there this rivet here, as you can sort of see, that sort of a plastic rivet from the base on this, but there was also, and I'm going to grab it here, yeah, a screw, as you can sort of see, that sort of was screwed into this, the back part of this thing. So here we are. We're going to maybe take the dragon off this base and use the base here as a sort of trailer mount. Now, here's the rest of it, the wheels. Now, the wheels, as you can sort of see, I've got to do a bit more grinding to get these wheels off. Very, you know, cheapy kind of plain. It just slip in there, right? Now, I think this got to be an error. Maybe we'll see later, but take a look at the name. The Dragon Dragon? I thought this was the Dragon Wagon, not the Dragon Dragon. But maybe it is the Dragon Dragon. I'm not, but it makes sense. Anyway, the Dragon Dragon. Pretty cool. So we'll get this thing stripped down and put it into the old stripper. And what we want to do here is, remember we had the other part, the carriage part, and here it comes. And there we go, folks. Oh, yeah, we're not going to forget this little bucket area here, right? This was from the car, too. Put that in there. But here we go. And what I've done with this is I have to take this thing off, which I did. It was in pretty tightly. There we go. So this part comes off, the top part, which we'll paint up maybe. We'll see. And what I also did was drill out these horses right here, so you can sort of see that. So poof. Now, this sits like this, and here we go. I got a limber here, a couple of horses. So we'll save this or something else, but here we go. This is what I want to achieve, right? And what we'll probably do is, look at that, something along the lines of this. Now, this doesn't look very good at all right now, but we're going to do some shaping and some grinding, and this is going to be kind of what our bus will look like, kind of like this. And this, reminiscent of the tandem sort of hot rods that I guess think of the Paul Revere and the Raiders coach, which I thought was really cool. And here's a picture of it. Yeah, I'd like to do something along that line, except that we will have a drivable cab on this. So it's going to be towing this. And maybe, what do we got? Extra dragons here. So, hey, look, maybe we'll put a dragon inside. Go for a ride. You know, what do you say? So there it is, folks. We got this apart. We're going to use, we'll also get these this spoke wheel off and maybe put something a little more hot rod like. So we have this part we're going to keep. We got our base part here. We got our funky little cab, right? We have the dragon on a base here that we'll fix up, give him some paint too. Windshield, seats, engine, a little bit of a screw here. And here we go. This is what we're working with. So hopefully this thing, oh, and don't forget the list of seats for the omnibus there. So hopefully this will look cool when we're done. So follow us on the journey here. And alrighty, folks, as you can see, we've been using our Dremel here with different bits and pieces. We use this grinding wheel to sort of shear off some metal so we can get these tires off here. And boom, there it is. First tire comes off, and you can sort of see what we did here. We shaved off, we sheared off, as here we go. Let's get some focus in there. There we go. We sheared off these little clamps that are keeping these wheels and axles in. And there it is. And so we'll pop this out. Let's see. Should be able to come out easily. Actually, I think I can probably just, there we go. Yeah, just pull it out with my fingers. So here we go. Now I'm going to keep these here wheels for another build for sure. And there it is. Now I have my complete body here, the the Dragon Dragon by Playing Mantis. Johnny Lightning here. I got this sorted out, ready to go into the stripper, along with its little bucket here. There's a little bucket of a body, and that'll go in here. And I also, as you can sort of see, here's our omnibus. And what I did on this side was, I used a Dremel and sheared off the sort of the nub on this axle so that I could just pull this wheel off like that. And as you can see, these wheels I didn't know were made of metal. And sadly, my Dremel escaped a little bit and did a little run across these wheels, but I didn't break it, so I can still use these for something. So I will definitely keep these wheels around, and the axle just comes right out, and here we go. So there it is. I got my whole thing right here. Ta-da! We'll see how she goes. Probably something along this line, but I'm going to make sure she fits well. Yeah. And so now, nothing left to do but get it into the stripper. And, oh, geez, I got the stripper right here. Oh, there it is. So we'll put that in here. 1, plonk, and that sinks in. And 2 and 3. Boom. And boom. There it is. They're all in there. Sinking in. Let's get them to sink down. Good. And I'll put the lid on here to keep the fumes down. Let these sit for a while in the old workshop. Here it is, boys and girls. This is what the concept is, the Dragon Bus, or Dragon Wagon, or Dragon Dragon, however you want to sort it out. But yeah, this is what we're looking at. And we've just sort of scraped everything off. We've done a bit of fabricating here. I found a sort of a platform that kind of works here. I'm going to take out the screw that I've used to, we're going to alter this screw to get this thing together. Oh, look at that. I can't see what I'm doing. There we go. There we are. It's magnetic. So yeah, as you can see, we've sort of scraped down the old base of this to give it a nice flat area, kind of much like a semi-truck, so we could put this on. And it works just great. I found a nice set of old tires here from one of Andrew's Cars movie trucks, and we took that apart. We're able to do that this time. And so yeah, that works in the back, and they work really well from the old spoke tires that they used to have here. This kind of works very nicely. And there we go. Yeah, so we're going to change the tires out, swap them out for the on the front part here. But just for, just ultimate to give us a little look of what we're looking at. All right, folks, and here we are. We have got all the stripping done on these other items, such as the engine and grill block. As you can sort of see here, folks, let me get some focus there. Yeah, it's kind of a gray plastic. It's pretty ordinary, I guess, but yeah, you can see that. Once I got the chrome off, looked pretty good, so we're going to make that shine again, hopefully. We'll see. I don't know whether I'll make it gold or silver, because I think I got a cool green color for the bus, and green and gold kind of goes along very well. That. Now, we also cleaned off this interior here, and I'm going to make this white, as you can sort of, oopsie, excuse me, it's kind of winter here, and things are very dry, and my hands are dry as anything, so there's something slipping out. But there we go. So we got these going, which is pretty good. That is going to be white with a pearl, I think. And here it is, the seating configuration for the omnibus. There it is, folks, and, I'm on the fence. Do I paint it? It seems pretty neat as it is now. Or should I make it white and pearly like these seats as well? We'll see what's going on. We'll see what to do. But anyways, here we are. So we also have a bit of a sneak peek here on the color. Look at that. I think that's going to look pretty cool once it gets all done. There we go. Let's start doing the painting so we can get this guy together. All right, folks, and for comparison purposes, here is what the Johnny Lightning Draggin Dragon used to look like before we did the Dad and Andrew's Garage Spin. And, of course, we also have the Omnibus. So, without further ado, everybody, let's get ready for the reveal. All right, folks, and here it is. The brand new and improved Dragon Wagon, or Dragon Bus in this case. We pulled out all the stops on this one. I think it looks pretty cherry. And what do you think, son?
I like how the car looks. I enjoy how you made the car look like it was originally manufactured by the company.
Well, thanks. High praise indeed. I like, we did a a really cool color on it. We got some great decals on it. I gave the effect of some curtains by putting a little bit of lace inside the ground floor, which gave it that medieval look, I thought. A little bit of tapestry. And we gave that dragon a nice couple of seats up top, so he wasn't caged in the cage he was trying to get out of. He's just sitting on top there, letting the wind blow through his face and enjoying life. What do you think?
I like the dragon on top.
Right on, folks. We'll tell you what, we had a good time doing this. Sorry it took so long to get another video out, but yeah, there's been a lot of challenges here in the new year, and we were going to get this out yesterday, but we had a power outage and we couldn't do anything. So, tell you what, we'll play out with some music, and once again, thanks for watching, and if you like what you see,
like and subscribe and share to your friends.
Right on, folks, and we'll see you next time. We got a good one lined up for you.
See you later, everybody.
See you later.